The Art of Relationships radio show is copyrighted. No one is to use any part of the show without express written consent from myself, Greg Dzinski, or the Art of Relationships. Thank you.
Welcome to the Art of Relationships radio show. Greg has been a relationships expert guest host on numerous radio shows. He promises that this show is for you and to help listeners. This is not about shameless promotions and bragging about himself like many others out there. The Art of Relationships radio show is for you in helping you become more fulfilled, healthier, and happier in your relationships and lives. Licensed relationship and sex counselor Greg Dzinski. The Art of Relationships radio show will cover crucial elements in rebuilding emotional and physical intimacy, plus help in reigniting the passion in your romantic relationships. He also welcomes live calls from listeners in helping with these very challenges. No more tit-for-tat arguments. Greg gets to the root of couples' challenges in a rapid, matter-of-fact format, plus applies compassion and humor. Join in discovering how to improve your romantic relationship and your own life. Listen, laugh, and grow happier. Greg is a licensed professional counselor in the state of Michigan. To others, he's simply known as Master G.
Hey, welcome everybody. It is Humpin' Night or Humpin' Day, Wednesday evening here in Metro Detroit area. Of course, I'm Greg Dzinski, licensed professional counselor in the state of Michigan. Also, definitely a relationship and sex specialist. Welcome to the Art of Relationships radio show. How's everybody doing out there? Everybody doing all right? I know you can't talk to me right now, but you can talk to me anytime from this point on. My phone number is 586-212-4196. And of course, you can also join me if you're using the Art of Relationships radio shows, phone apps for either Apple or Android devices. You can join me in the live chat or also on Spreaker's app as well. You can join me live chat. We usually have a lot of fun, a lot of crazy people in the chat as well. Definitely, again, my number is 586-212-4196. I almost forgot about my damn number. Okay, today, what is happening? Today, we are talking about flirting and foreplay. This has been a topic the last couple days on Facebook. A lot of followers, followers of me on Facebook, and maybe the radio shows as well. I'm hoping they're on Facebook. They have talked about different ways they want to see foreplay. And it cracks me up because we were getting into somewhat debates about what the hell foreplay is. And there was very little, if any, descriptions of physical, verbal activities. A lot of women, I wouldn't say a lot of women, some women said foreplay is if he washes the dishes, cleans up, watches the kids, let me sleep in. That's foreplay. And I'm like, it is? Damn. Wait a minute. Hold on. So if I let you sleep in, that means you're going to wake up horny all the time, right? Hold on a second. What is the definition? You look at foreplay. There's definitions you got to look at. What the hell is foreplay? Also, what does foreplay represent to you? You know what? What is the purpose, right? That's what I mean. What does it represent to you? What is the purpose behind foreplay in your eyes, right? Is it just to get horny, get laid, have sex? Oh, wait a minute. We got chats already bebopping around, okay? And we're talking about, foreplay is about, I think foreplay is a look, a touch, a wink, a smile. loving or sexy words from your lover. Wait a minute, you're stealing my ideas, damn it. You're stealing my ideas. How's every, okay, it is. I agree. You look at, are they sexy words? Most foreplay, when you hear foreplay from a lot of people, they're hitting on the dynamics. You're already hitting on the romantic features, right? As far as, like it was mentioned in chat, a certain touch, right? Is it a certain look, like a come hither? Is that look in your eye like I want to just devour you? I want to taste you. I want to taste every freaking inch of your body on my tongue and my lips, baby. Does that get you all hot? Tell me, how hot and wet are you? Ooh, that could be seen as foreplay, right? Or I'm going to get callers or people on chat asking if I'm drunk or not. No. So, those words also could be too, and also mention, we on Facebook too, about helping around the house, romantic dinners, right? Putting you all into a relationship, not foreplay, at least, not for me. That's what was mentioned in chat, and I agree. You look at, foreplay to a lot of people is different. So you have to look at, and that's one of my mottos, one of my mottos I always stick to or say is you need to hit on the individual aspect of the person you're with. Do not assume all men want this, all women want this. Screw that idea, because chances are, you're going to be a hit or miss. You might be right, but chances are you will be wrong. You need to hit on what your individual partner, what they need to feel, sort of what foreplay means to them. Is it helping around the house? Now, how many people out there, and I want to hear people give me a call, 586-212-4196. I want to hear people, that, okay, if I help with dishes, that means I'm going to get laid. She looks at that as foreplay. Now, what happened? Guy cleans, does dishes a week straight, and gets nothing. Gets frickin' nothing. Then what do? Right? Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks, hon. Little pat. You're like, oh, it's nice to be appreciated. However, I want to be appreciated in a romantic, delicious manner. I like this. So you look at, do you assume, and this is also sort of difficult too, because how many people, expect, right? Oh, if I help around the house, I'm going to take the view from guys. If I expect to help around the house, are you automatically thinking, you know what? I help around the house, I deserve to get laid. I deserve to get sex. That is, she wanted foreplay? I'm helping around the house. That's her foreplay. So, does that mean I'm going to get some? Not necessarily, right? There is a wide communication gap in what goes on. Some women, right? I didn't say all. Someone might think the guy should help around the house anyways. What the hell? That ain't foreplay. He should be helping around the house anyways. That's expected. I'm a guy, and I help around the house, right? I'm all about, helping with dishes. I'm all about helping in that aspect. I think you work as a team, work as a partner. It's not, women's duty in the house, and it's about helping each other. So how many people would view that as, foreplay? Ooh. And how many people would look at it like, that ain't foreplay, it's expected anyways. I want something else, right? That he's supposed to help with the house, help with the kids, dishes, laundry, all that stuff, right? That's expected. Now, that's what I mean. You have to hit on what works for you guys specifically, right? What do you consider foreplay? What are the goals, right? Some might consider, maybe a loving text message during the day as foreplay, right? Ooh. Now, we're going to get more explicit, into what foreplay might mean, right? This is how maybe foreplay can happen throughout the day. I've touched on this on numerous shows. You know, the messages, the certain looks, the way you talk, the text message, as an individual on chat mentioned. You look at, you know, that all can mean foreplay. And then we're going to get more descriptive into what do you consider as sexual foreplay, right? I think there's differences between romantic foreplay and sexual foreplay, and how can you intertwine both of them into, you know, showing each other you love each other and you care about each other and you freaking want to rip each other's clothes off, right? How many people want to be in that situation? You look at, you know, so if you break it down into foreplay, you look at, you know, emotional, you know, foreplay, whatever, to kick up the emotional connection. And most of us want that. I'm a guy, and I want the emotional connection too, right? No, I am not gay, right? And I have nothing against gay people, lesbian people, not at all. I'm just saying I'm not. So most people, you know, we want affection. We want the emotional. We want our ego stroked just like the ladies do. We want us to tell, hey, Greg, boy, your ass looks great tonight. You know, no, Greg, your hair looks great tonight. Hey, wait a minute. I don't have hair. You're not even looking at me. You know, we look, oh, God. I just got distracted. Hold on. I like to massage. We're jumping right into the sexual aspect. I wonder if this individual's freaking high on painkillers or something. I like to massage my baby. As the massage progresses, I not only use my hands, but my nipples and boobs. And then I like to straddle his leg and rub my clit all over. That is one type of foreplay I like to do for him. Okay, show's over. I need a cold shower and take care of myself after reading that. That's freaking hot. I got to admit, right? That is freaking hot. Now, that is one way. I got goosebumps all over. I'm going to need a freaking cold shower. I'm breaking out in the sweat now. All of a sudden, freaking fantasies are going nuts. Anyway, I don't even know if I can continue the show after reading that. That's hot. Anyways, you look at, you know, that definitely is tantalizing in foreplay on the physical elements, right? That is definitely in the physical elements, and we're going to get back into those, and I think that is definitely something to endure. And I'll have to come back, and I'll read that again, just not for anybody else out there, but just for my own benefit. I want to look at, you know, the emotional foreplay, right? We touch on the regular thing. Is it doing dishes? Is it helping around the house? Or are those expected, not viewed as foreplay? Or is that just situations of, you know, respecting each other and not taking one another for granted? It's not guys, right? Taking the woman for granted. Oh, she does the dishes, she cooks. You know, that's BS. It's about you guys working together as a team, like I mentioned. That doesn't mean everybody has to follow my theories or my philosophy with that. It's whatever works best for you. What else would you like to hear? And I want to hear from guys, too. You know what? I hear from a lot of ladies out here, and it was cool. Sunday night show, there was a couple gentlemen in chat and callers, which was very, very cool. So I want to hear from guys and what their definition and what do they expect, or not really expect, but what would they like with foreplay? You know, hit on the emotional aspects, right? What about, you know, the flirtatiousness, right? You know, as individual in chat, can you use your body? Can you rub up against each other? Ooh, just during the day, even when the kids are around, can you sort of just slap or just sort of tap each other's booty? What about a kiss on the neck, right? Oh, wait, we weren't getting to the physical till later. Ooh. The emotional foreplay, and I mentioned this a long time ago on another show about, you know, some couples, because of their work schedules, whatever, it sounds sort of lame, but they might have to schedule dates, they might have to schedule sex, right? And I talk about that you can look forward to that. Like you go on vacation, look forward to it, right? So why can't you plan sex and look forward to it? And you use foreplay throughout the day, even if you're not together, right? You can use the verbal aspects of foreplay. You know what? I can't wait to taste you. God, I love the way you taste, and I miss tasting you. You know what? You are so beautiful. You know what? I'd love to hear that. How many guys would love to hear that, right? Would you love to hear that? You are so beautiful. Or how many guys would like to hear, you know what? You're really pretty. You're like, oh, that's going to kill it, right? That foreplay for guys might not work. It might. Like I said, every guy is different. So you need to look at what works for your guy, what works for your lady or your partner, right? We're talking foreplay is for, and flirting is definitely for both, right? Foreplay, the emotional foreplay can definitely involve flirting. And the last part of the show, we'll get into that, is flirting too much if you're in a relationship situation, whatever. What is too much is, and what is inappropriate boundaries. But we'll touch on that a little bit later on in the show, okay? So, the emotional foreplay involves, could be text messages. You know what? I love you. I can't wait, to hold you later. I can't wait to kiss you. I can't wait to hold you so close and feel the essence of your breath next to mine. Your boobs, your heart beat up against mine. I got to quit being a smart ass, and I haven't even drank anything today. Oh, I should. But, you look at those affirmations and compliments can go huge as part of foreplay throughout the day. Even every day you can use them. You know what? You look so beautiful with all that, freaking makeup remover on and zit cream all over your face last night. You need to hit on, what works for your partner. What do they want to hear, right? And ladies out there, you are infamous for this. The guy could be very flirtatious, very using emotional methods of foreplay with, and be genuine. You're beautiful. You're hot. You're sexy. You know what? God, you light my light up. My life up. They could be very sincere, and you're like listening, guys. Oh, he's just telling me that because he's my boyfriend, because he's my husband. You know what? It's genuine, right? So take it as genuine, right? You get all giggly and goo-goo when a stranger pays you a compliment, but when your husband or boyfriend does, you're like, oh well. I'm like, really? Why is that? Is it because it's new? You're bored? What's happening with that? Why can't you take that and get all giggly because your boyfriend or husband believes that and tells you that, thinks you're beautiful, you're hot, you're awesome, you're a fantastic lady? How many ladies would love to hear that, right? You know what? Oh, my God, you work your ass off so much, I got so much frickin' respect for you. Could that be used as emotional foreplay and get you even not only towards riled up, if you want to say in a sexual foreplay manner, but it also hits what a lot of not only women want, but men want. It also hits and brings you emotionally closer, emotionally connected. And I want you to realize that these are genuine, right? These are BS, right? We're all talking about, we all know players out there and all that might hand you a line of shit just to get in your pants, right? Ladies, why do you do that to us guys? No. What would it take for you to realize that it's genuine and we're sincere in that manner when we're giving you those affirmations, the compliments? So verbal foreplay is huge. Not only, the I love you, I think you're beautiful, but how many women out there, how many guys out there would love for their ladies to be very descriptive verbally in foreplay? How many guys would love to hear, or even reading a text message, oh my God, I'm going to get you so hard, I can't wait to just frickin' suck you tonight. How many guys would love to hear that? Me? It ain't about me, but I'll be honest. I would frickin' love to hear that, right? But, this is the part of it. What happens if your guy talks like this, or you ladies talk about this, oh, God, I can't wait to get you so hard. I can't wait to suck you, right? And all of a sudden you say that, but you never follow through. Ooh, then that becomes like you're a liar. You're a tease, right? And what you say doesn't matter. So the emotional, the verbal foreplay, if you will, is hot. However, do you follow through? We all know what happens. Later in the day, you could get sick, the flu. I get that. I'm not saying that, the kid could be sick. You're worried about that. Some life happens. I get that. But more times than not, do you follow through? So the verbal foreplay can be those compliments, the emotional connection. I love you. You're beautiful. Oh, my God, I'm so glad I'm with you. I'm so glad I'd marry you 100 times over again. And, guys, we want to hear that too. So the emotional foreplay is hitting on the attitude or the feelings of love for one another and emotional connection. You're centered on those, okay? And we're going to start integrating the physical ones like I just mentioned about, ladies telling your guy or whatever, you know what, I can't wait to get you so hard and suck you. Oh, my God, I can't wait that. And guys, we would love that, right? Most of us would. Some guys might be shy. I'm like, okay, no problem. And what would it take, and ladies? Yeah, I did a show on Dirty Talk a few weeks ago, I think. It probably was a month ago now, my time frame, that you look at, Dirty Talk is a part of foreplay too. And if you're not into that, you look at maybe why. And we all have boundaries about dirty play and what we don't like and what we want. And I was talking to a gentleman actually this weekend. I went to the dog park with my dog in Mount Clemens here. Everybody, I have a dog. Yeah, okay, I'm a huge animal fan. Anyways, we're talking about conversation about foreplay and also being a slut and a whore and all this stuff. And we talk about, women thinking that you could be a slut or a whore if you use dirty talk. And we're saying, how can you be a slut or whore if you're in a monogamous relationship, right? And you use that. That doesn't make you a whore or a slut, right? But, so, can you use part of dirty talk as foreplay? What you're going to do, right? Could you integrate that? And would that be hot? And would you want your man, ladies, to use dirty talk and be descriptive in what he wants to do to you? Could that be used as verbal foreplay? Could it? And would you like that? I want to hear your comments. Give me a call. I'm going to take a little break, okay? 586-212-4196. Write that down. You give me a call after the break. And what else? Oh, you can also join me in live chat if you are on the Art of Relationships radio show's own app or Spreaker's app. I'd love to see you in chat as well, okay? I will be back in a few minutes. This is the Art of Relationships radio show. Talk to you in a few minutes.
If you're looking for that unique, cool fashion statement, check out Shoes by Shay on Facebook. She has hand-painted, hand-designed canvas shoes for you, your loved one. It's an inspirational piece unique to your own taste. Check out Shoes by Shay on Facebook. Again, that's Shoes by Shay on Facebook.
I can't figure out why the hell I can't say all the words that I've been thinking in my mind, unless I'm in front of a crowd shouting into a mic and I'm naked. But I think that's just fine, and I've been wasting what feels like my whole you get a little bit closer?
Hey, welcome back. This is Greg Dazinski. This is the Art of Relationships radio show. First song from Skyway Traffic was Get a Little Bit Closer. And the one you just heard, or actually part of it, I'm sorry, Ferris, to cut that short. That is from Rev Right Time. Maybe I Love You. Check them out, like I said, on Reverb Nation and all over YouTube. Again, Skyway Traffic and Rev, R-E-V, as in Victor, Right Time. And talking about foreplay and everything, what do you want now? We can get, we talk about the verbal, affirmations, and we can hit on the emotional. We touch about the emotion. I'm still thinking about the damn message on chat earlier about that the script. Threw my whole rhythm off tonight like I ever have one. But we're looking at, we touch about, affirmations of love. And foreplay meaning, could be, of course, everyone assumes foreplay is hitting on the sexual aspects, but it's hitting on the emotional, so it makes it more intense, more loving, more connected on, the soulful and heartfelt levels, which is huge. So the emotional, even not only, the verbal affirmations, whatever, the written little love notes, right? Those all can be whatever. I can't wait to kiss you tonight. I can't wait to hold you tonight. Leave little notes all over the place. Those are awesome, right? Guys, do it for your ladies. Ladies, do it for your guys. Partner, lesbian, gay community, do it for your partners, right? They will appreciate it. And if they don't, that might be for another show. If they don't appreciate it and they don't respond to it, then, you know what? Maybe you're in the wrong relationship, and maybe you two just you don't click, or maybe your needs are different. That's going to be another show down the road. Okay, now we can get into what people want. Foreplay in a sexual manner. What the hell do you want? Do you want, this is huge. And on Facebook, I talk about Cher and Damaris out in Philly. Does same thing basically I do too. And talk about out East Coast. Women complain about the lack of foreplay. That guys just hit it, quit it, and that's it. That they're not in pleasing that much on average, right? I'm sure there are. And I think most men here, I'm going to say most, at least I know, they're all about wanting to please their ladies. And if it's an ego trip for us, you know what? Ladies benefit, right? That's fine. I'm all about pleasing. Huge into that, right? Call it an ego boost, call it whatever, kicking up my mojo, my pride, whatever. I'm all about pleasing. It's a huge turn on. Makes me feel great. So, we look at, and I need to read this again, right? This is more, physical aspects of foreplay, right? And I need to read this again. I like to massage my baby. And as the massage progresses, I not only use my hands, but my nipples and my boobs. And then I'd like to straddle his leg and rub my clit all over. That is one type of foreplay I like to do for him. Okay. Everybody hot after that? Okay. That is, that's awesome. That is a fantastic mechanism of foreplay, right? And how many guys would love their ladies to do that? That is so freaking hot. I would love that, okay? You look at other mechanisms too, right? Now, ladies, what would you like from your guy? Do you want him to sort of get hard and rub that all up and down you? Maybe teasing your vaginal area with his hard cock, right? How many how many use that as a tease, right? Foreplay teasing, right? We can get into, maybe using it as cock to tease you a little bit, right? Maybe you want to go ahead and sort of lick and suck him, and he sort of holds you back from that, almost like waiting, begging. Ooh, is that a form of emotional foreplay as well? Physical foreplay, right? The emotional tease makes you want more, right? Does the physical teasing, is that part of foreplay too, right? Do you, ladies, do you want him, right? How many guys, you hear ladies complain, they go right after my crotch, and that's it, They go after my tits or my crotch, that's it. Guys, there are so many erogenous zones, sensitive areas on ladies that you can use for part of foreplay. And how many people you can use, massage oils, right? Or one of my favorite, grapeseed oils, right? Olive oil, some people like that. That you can use that and use massaging as a form of foreplay too. It gets you closer sensually, and you're paying attention on her body, her areas that are subtle, that are sort of sensual, right? Not just the boobs and the genitals, the vaginal area, guys, but the legs, maybe the feet. How many ladies want your earlobes massaged, right? Your neck? What if he kisses you at the same time, right? And how many guys would like this in return? I sort of touched on this a little bit a couple shows ago as well. So you got the physical, right? Running your tongues all over each other's bodies. Ooh, that's freaking hot. What about foreplay that is playful? How many couples use tickle fights, right? Playing around, sort of slap, well, in a fun way slapping, not in a mean way. Sort of tickle, wrestling around. How many people use that as foreplay? That it heightens the juices, gets your adrenaline and arousals going, and you use that and you turn that as a mechanism for foreplay into lovemaking and sex. How many people do that, right? What about water fights, right? You're in the kitchen, you accidentally squirt them with that little squirt hose or sprayer hose nozzles as they're walking by. Splash water on them, right? How many people do that? And also, the old scenario of foreplay, and I love joking around too and all that, but what about romantic music, right? As you're touching, maybe candles. How many people use food as foreplay? And I'm not talking bananas and cucumbers, ladies. I'm talking, oh boy, what a pervert. But I'm talking about, the senses, the taste of food, right? Can you use that? Oh, wait a minute. I like when he softly bites my back. You know what? That's good too, because the lower back can be sensitive. So there's different areas you need to explore in each other as foreplay. Some people use even, a little bit of mild bondage, tying each other up, the old handcuff, tying each other up in rope or ties, whatever. Is that part of foreplay? And that's part of teasing aspects, right? Those are huge. So you can use those a little foreplay. And it cracks me up, too. How many people love make-up sex, right? After they're fighting and screaming, drowning us, and they just grab each other, rip each other's clothes up. That, you don't want to fight as part of foreplay. But you look at the playfulness does the same thing as the anger. It heightens your mood. It arouses you, gets your adrenaline pumping like that. But in a more loving way, because you don't want to, let's fight so we can have makeup sex, right? Because one day those fights might turn more wicked, and then you're going to end up getting in trouble, right? It's going to create more emotional disconnect, and the only foreplay you're going to be saying is fuck you and fuck you too, right? And it's not going to be in a good way. It's going to lead to further disconnect, okay? So you want to hit on, what type of foreplay grabs your fancy, right? Ladies, do you bat your eyes? Do you lick your lips? Ooh. And how many women use touching themselves as a form of foreplay? And how many guys love when their ladies might start touching themselves, right? Start touching their vaginal reason to start touching their nips and then they tell you, you can't, no, you can't touch me. You're just going to watch. Oh, God. And how many ladies do you want your guy, do you want him to start playing with himself? Does that get you hot and all horny? Is that part of foreplay too? A lot of women might think, you know what? They start laughing and joking around. Again, it's all about what you want, what your needs are. Foreplay, if you increase the senses, on and hit on, try to center on all aspects. The emotional, the soulfulness, and definitely the physical aspects, and get on what each other needs and likes, right? Like everything else I talk about, it's an individual basis, right? What? Yeah, just don't have to get surgery because of crazy sex. Yeah, no kidding, right? Oh, sex sent you to the ER. Anybody watch those movies? Oh, my God. Some crazy shit happening on that. No, you don't want that stuff. Not only the embarrassment, but you're in a lot of pain, and you might not be able to have sex for a while. So, you use different mechanisms that work for you. Part of foreplay is also, you talk about ladies, right? Dressing up in a teddy, all sensual, all sexy. Ladies, what do you want your guy to do? Do you want your guy to do a strip tease as part of foreplay? Or would you laugh at him, right? That it'd be almost like Al Bundy, if you remember, doing a strip tease. Or, would you start laughing? But would part of that laughing be part of foreplay and joking around? Can you turn that into that? I think that is, it's all what you want. You use different aspects to hit on that, right? To hit on, use taste, use sense, the smells, right? And definitely touching, right? Can you use touch as a way to tease and tantalize and sensualize the experience? Why you use the verbal affirmations? You know what? I love you. God, I can't wait. I love touching you. You're so soft. God, I just love feeling your skin. Would you like to hear the verbals as you're caressing, touching, groping as part of foreplay, right? And some people don't want verbals. Just shut the hell up and just keep doing what you're doing, right? Everybody is different. But I always try to hit on, right, with foreplay, to hit on the emotional content, which is huge, right? The love, the soulfulness, the playfulness. It doesn't have to be all rolled into one. You can use playfulness one time, more romantic, more soulful, more loving another time, right? And you can use, wrestling. Like I said, the wrestling, the playfulness, water fights, whatever. Mix it up a little bit. See what works for you, right? And you can how many people just look at each other and you're ready to go? You just have that connection, right? Remember when you first started dating, right? It's funny. You just look at each other and that's foreplay. Now it's like, what the hell are you looking at? I don't know. What the hell are you looking at? Can you bring part of that up and what you did before to intensify the foreplay aspects, right? And these foreplay aspects are all part of flirting people, right? They're all part of flirtatious behaviors, and when you're flirting and it's a genuine manner. How many people, when, the flirting aspect, I'm going to end up talking about flirting and also the boundaries of flirting when you're in relationships, maybe with other people, and what is too much, and what creates jealousy and what creates insecurities, whatever. I'll talk about that on a forthcoming show, okay? But you hit on, the flirty, the foreplay. Use that in your relationship. It's fun for one, and it makes your partner feel needed, wanted, loved, desire. those are all things that foreplay are trying to trigger, right? And it hopefully will get you the results that you want. More highly engaged sex life, more satisfying sex life. And guys, right? I always advocate you need to get your ladies off first, right? Not all the time, but most of the time. You need to get them off first. And I talked about that. Most women are multiple orgasmic. Therefore, right? Because if you get off and then you're like, uh-oh, I'm done. And then they're like, great, what about me, right? Then, right, even if you happen to blow it early, during foreplay, you get overly excited and you're like, oh, shit. You know, you need to finish her, right? Your mouth, your fingers, both. Whatever she likes. Integrate all this in the foreplay and flirting with each other, right? To intensify your sex life. And not only your sex life, your connection together, right? Use this, right? Use these aspects. And I could go on and on for probably another hour about foreplay, and probably should. Maybe I'll do another show and integrate the flirting aspects as well. But you need to integrate all these aspects and to intensify the sex life and the foreplay. And if you realize that you make it fun, you make it connecting, it's going to enhance and just make your sex life together more enjoyable, more satisfying, and more beautiful. How many people don't want that, man? How many people wouldn't want that? I want that. I think that's freaking hot, right? So, use these tools if you can. Use these tools that I talked about tonight, right? And there's a lot more. I didn't even hit on I might have hit on a quarter of the aspects, but they're getting some elements that you can try and work and talk to each other about what you want, what you don't want. And maybe if they don't know what they want, you freaking try it, right? And what about confidence? And you're okay. Is confidence foreplay? When you're going to touch somebody, you're going to touch them deliberately. Even if you tease them, you're teasing them deliberately. You're not like, is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay? That drives people nuts, right? You touch them and use foreplay deliberately and in a confident manner. And if they don't like something, have confidence that they're going to tell you, right? So integrate both of these, the flirting aspects, the foreplay aspects, in a confident manner. And be confident that your partner will tell you if they don't like it or whatever, right? Oh, my God, that's awesome, right? You be confident. And part of confident during foreplay, oh, my God, that is just freaking incredibly hot, right? So, you need to try to practice this. Practice them tonight since it's hump night, right? If you guys, I love the very times he has gotten off first. Makes me feel sexy and amazing. He always gets me off at least twice, so I love it when he comes first. You know what? God, that's so freaking hot. You know what? That's what I said. Guys, if you do get off first, and like I said, I talked about in other shows, not that this has to do with foreplay, well, part of it. The end result's the same, right? About, being okay, being done, doing your partner, and those are both without you getting off or your partner getting off, making love and the fucking aspects, a.k.a. From Dr. Snarch, that you look at, that it's okay, right? You get off first, but I'm all about if the guy gets off first, you better take care of your lady. Sometimes ladies okay if it's, a blow job, hand job, whatever, and they could care less. They're not in the mood to get off, but they want to take care of you. Go with it. But most of the time, right, you better get your lady off. Work on it. That means you care about her, right? And how many ladies agree with that? Hopefully a whole lot of them. Hopefully a whole lot will agree with that. Okay? What the heck is that? Uh-oh. Something happened with that dang frickin'... Hopefully no one else heard that. Anyways, this is going to be the show for the evening, okay? Oh, real quick note. I will be, starting May 4th, I will be on Monday evenings from 10 o'clock at night until midnight. So, hopefully we can attract a lot more adults. Kids will be in bed, and maybe I can create some moods for you to enjoy the rest of the evening with, right? So that'll start May 4th. I will be moving from Sunday nights to Monday nights, 10 p.m. to midnight. So hopefully it'll kick up your evenings a little bit and get you in the mood for some loving, right? Some soulful, connective, making love, baby. Oh! How many people would love that? Anyways, everybody have an enjoyable night. Everybody take care. Enjoy the rest of the week. Be safe. Check out, like I said, website, theartofrelationships.org, theartofrelationshipsradioshow.org, and hit me up all over Facebook, and I appreciate everybody's support as always. Please tell your family, friends. Don't tell your kids if they're younger. You don't want them to listen. That's just rude. But tell your friends, family, co-workers about the show. I love trying to help people, and hopefully that's what the show's doing. Everybody have a nice night. Much love out there, people. Be safe. The Art of Relationships radio show is copyrighted. No one is to use any part of the show without express written consent from myself, Greg Dazinski, or The Art of Relationships. Thank you.